Hello, everybody. My name is Elijah Leke, as you all know.
Alright, my name is Tai.
Yeah. And we're just here playing around. It's a Sunday afternoon, and well, I myself, I personally like to talk about life. I like to talk about relationships. I like to talk about God, because basically our Christian life has to do with the relationship with God.
Yeah, basically.
And this is not a YouTube channel. This is not my YouTube channel. I don't have a YouTube channel. Like, trust me, I'm not having a YouTube channel. Because I studied computer science, so I don't want to study computer science and join the gang of, I went to school 4 years and, hey, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Benny, forget that one. We're just joking around. They're just playing around. So yeah, it's Sunday, and I think we need to, what did we discuss about in church today? We spoke about
serving God.
Exactly.
The pandemic has caused so many persons thinking about, do I need church again? Do I need God again? I've been home for 3-4 months, staying online, having online services. Do I really need to go to church again? Do I need to attend services and all of that? But I'm asking, really, is it that the church has been just the only reason why you serve God? Is it because of the structure? Is it because of the people? What's your mentality? What's your opinion about serving God? Does it have to be with being in church? Some persons are now saying Sundays as sleeping days, like Pastor said.
Just want to sleep. How some people just see Sundays as that's the only day I play music, wash my clothes, and do all of this. And then like just like what he was saying, and serving God is just like what Pastor says. Serving God also deals with the relationship with the way you serve man. Taking Jesus for an example, like they said, he served his disciples, washed his disciples' feet. But here we are in the world of today. Are we willing to even clean our father's shoes? Like, my father would tell me, go and clean my shoe. And we're like, bros, the shoe is in your room. Can't you clean this shoe by yourself? Why are you disturbing me? I'm enjoying my sleep. But the truth is, he said, today I got the revelation of love your neighbors as you love yourself. One, you don't want to hurt yourself. You wouldn't want them to steal something from you, but you want to steal from your neighbor. You don't want them to rob you, but you want to rob your neighbor's happiness. You won't want to be hurt, but you can be heartless to your neighbor. So if you love your neighbor as you love yourself, and then Pastor said about this thing, don't think of what you gain from others, but think of how you make the other persons happy. And if you talk about it in the relationships, in marriages, no, trust me, I said I love talking about relationship, I love talking about marriage. And in relationship, in marriage, if you're thinking, how do I make my spouse happy, and your spouse is also thinking, how do I make my spouse happy, I think we're going to have a balanced way, and we're going to have a balanced everything.
The truth about love issues and relationship for me is, you cannot love someone when you don't have love. How well have you loved yourself?
That's it.
Enough to love another person.
That's it.
So scripture says, if I loved God, how about the man you could physically see?
Exactly.
And now, if you want to love the man you could physically see, you must first learn how to love yourself.
Yes.
And then be able to translate that love to other persons. And you see, love is without return. Love is with sacrifice, without a return.
Many people are not willing to sacrifice. Many people are not willing to. I was talking about a relationship issue with a friend of mine. The fiance is not willing to sacrifice to bring herself so low, which is, she told me that it's about pride. She realized she was prideful, and she realized she had lots of fears, which I would also like us to touch about fear and stuff. Why are we scared in relationships? Why are we scared to commit to relationships? Why are we scared to do, not just relationships, why are we scared to do stuff in our lives? Like, now somebody asks you, do you want to learn how to drive? And you're like, I'm scared to hit the gas. But the truth is, hit the gas, you're not gonna die. Eventually you hit the gas and you start driving and you become a professional. In fact, you become maybe Formula 1 driver someday if you aspire to be. But the truth is, what we want is on the other side of fear. And a sister asked me, like, is it God that helps us to overcome fear, or it's a choice? The truth is, I said it's both of them. we can pray to God. God has told us that He's not giving us the spirit of fear, but that of a sound mind.
Yeah.
So now He has done His part for us. Now He expects us to be courageous. He expects us to realize that, okay, yes, this thing. And one thing I want us to always put in at the back of our mind is, we never can tell. And one thing God has actually helped us to do is He's going to reveal to us whether we should go or not, because He said He's going to preserve us. He's going to be a light unto our path. So if we've asked something from God, and now thinking about it now, He also, if we have fear, it means we don't trust God. And if we don't trust God, we're not, we can't call ourselves like we are sons of God, because He has not. He's not a God that has a coward as a son and a daughter. Because if God has said go, and you're scared, God, I don't want to get hurt, I don't want to get injured, I don't want to get battered in this place you're sending me to. We don't trust Him well enough. So that is saying, when God says go, for we Christians, how much? Let's take this businessman for examples now. They buy stocks, they go into forex with the mindset that yes, they might lose their whole funds, but they're not scared. They go into it and then they realize that, oh wow, I turned out to earn so many millions and so much, and then I'm living large. What we want is, we don't know if there's light in the house until we get to the house. And we open the door and see, oh, this room is beautiful. We don't know the room is beautiful, and we open it and see. We don't know what is behind the door until we open the door and go inside.
So why not just face your fear?
So why not just face your fear? And then when you go inside and you see a lion, then you can know, okay, yes, I'm inside. Can I back out? Or I fight the lion? And then bringing it to marriage, being Christians that we are, when we go in, God is not a party of divorce. It's not a party of you backing out of the marriage, you backing out of the relationship or whatsoever. But He is a party of, you face the challenge, and there you go to Him and ask Him, God, what is your purpose? Why are you sending me here? Why am I going through this at this particular point in time? If you have actually said I should go at the first instance. So when you're facing trials and tribulations, which God actually told us that we're going to face, He said we're going to face challenges, but He said we should be of good cheer because we've overcome the world. He's overcome the world for us. So once we're trying to overcome fear, is a choice that God has said go, and I'm going. When I was gonna have something with someone, God knows my fear, and then He told me, He knows, like, I have fears, but once He tells me to do something, like, I know I'm going to trust Him. So what He told me was just point blank. He said, just do it. Like, that's like some Nike stuff, like, do it. He was like, just do it. But I was like, just do it. And I'm like, I'm doing it, but then I'm facing a whole lot of this, and He keeps telling me, like, just do it. Like, just do it.
See, the power to do these things are inside us. The power to face our fears are actually inside us.
Exactly.
We just need to activate it inside us that whatever happens, this is it.
Whatever happens.
I actually grew up in a place where there was no toilets in the room, so you have to go outside and ease yourself every night. So at some point I couldn't go out because of
the fear of masquerade.
One day I said to myself, see, I have to just go out.
Pee on yourself, my brother.
Whatever is gonna carry me is gonna carry me. So I stood out, I looked around, none was really coming. And that was just the end of it. Every night I could now boldly come out. Sometimes I started seeing myself staying longer outside and looking, there's fresh air, but I couldn't at first because I was like, there's so much outside there that wants to kill me, that wants to bite me.
Exactly.
So look above those things and like, yes, whatever happens.
Exactly.
But we have to make the move.
Exactly.
We have to look above and see the other side, see the beauty of, yes, we just have to do this. So
exactly.
Face
it.
Yeah, with it.
Exactly. And that made me remember something that happened to me many years back while I was, I think some 10, 15 years ago or 20 years ago. We lived in Ikorodu, very, very bushy area, and I'd found snake in my school bag before, and that's how dangerous that place can be actually. And Dad would wake up in the middle of the night and he was like, he wants to go pray, he wants to walk, and he wants to walk around the street, and he was like, Dad, you go and turn on the gen, go and do this and the third. And I'm like, yo, man, like, how do I get out? Having to know that, okay, there are herbalists, there are ritualists in these areas, and you're sending me to go out in the middle of the night. Then my mom said something that while she was growing up, her dad usually tell her, like, if you're walking in the bush and somebody says, who? And you hear the sound, who? You to do who? It was somebody that sound or something that made the noise. So you to scare it back. Just like when we were walking and then we see maybe an insect or maybe a lizard, and we just stamp our feet on the floor and the lizard runs away or something like that. That's just it. We have the power to overcome fear. We have the power to face the challenges of our lives. Just like if we only were determined. Just like you want to cook, you want to do your house chores and stuff, and you're like, can I do this? Can I do this? When am I going to finish this? When am I going to do this, that, and the third? But the truth is, the moment you start, the moment you make the decision that yes, I want to do this.
Yeah.
Trust me. Even though you're finding it difficult at the particular point in time, the decision you've made, the mindset that you've put to it, that yes, I want to see this thing, I want to see it finish, would help us overcome those fears. Now let's talk about fears in the place of work. You're so scared of being sacked that you start doing the whole job and you start doing everything, anything comes. You're going to kill yourself at some point.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about being toxic in toxic environment. Your job is killing you. You're scared that if I quit this job now, I might not get another job. Trust me, if God is, we Christians, we're fortunate and graced enough to go to ask God that, God, do you want me to quit this job or you want me to remain in this job? What would you have me do? And then God says, quit the job. I've seen someone that quit his job, and on his way back home, he met somebody. The person was like, I want you to drive me. I was like, why do I be a driver? Like, I'm a first class graduate. God asked me to quit my job, and then they're inviting me to do a driver job. And the person met his benefactor at the place where the person was driven to, and they were just talking like, this is your driver, what did you study in school, kiniko. And now the person is living large. But if the person has said, if I quit my job now, what am I going to do? So that comes when we have God and God is giving us a leading. We shouldn't let fear of any kind, not just in relationships, not just in our place of work, not just in our family. In short, we should be courageous. He has given us a sound mind, and it's just as easy as the word go, but it's challenging as how do I go. But we just need to make up our mind. Now, I didn't plan on doing this. We were just seated in the car discussing, and I've never done a YouTube. Okay, even though I think I should post this on YouTube and have my first YouTube video. But I'm not starting a YouTube career. Even though I might. Well, I think my babe might push me to have a YouTube. I don't know. I love her so much, and yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. I'm going to love my wife so much that
Alright.
I'm not going to be scared to.
We are grateful for the time being. Thank you so much.
It's kicking me out.
Thanks. See you next.